Hello students, in our previous session of chapter number 6, that is biomolecules, we have learnt regarding the two types of carbohydrate. These were, the first one was monosaccharide, the second one was disaccharide. Now in this session we are going to learn regarding the third type of carbohydrate, that is polysaccharide. Now polysaccharide means, polysaccharide is a large molecule formed by the polymerization of monosaccharide molecules. That means many monosaccharide molecules come together and they form a large molecule of polysaccharide by the process of polymerization. Now monosaccharide means these are called as monomers. So number of monomers come together to form a polymer, hence the process is called as polymerization, and polysaccharides are produced from, or they are produced by the joining of number of monosaccharide units, and they will produce polysaccharide by the process of polymerization. Then on hydrolysis, polysaccharides are broken down into monosaccharide. So when the polysaccharides undergo the process of hydrolysis, then they will form or produce monosaccharides. Now the properties of a polysaccharide molecule depends upon its length. So the properties of polysaccharide molecule depends upon the length of the polysaccharide, then its branching pattern, then folding and coiling of the polysaccharide. So polysaccharide is the third type of carbohydrate consisting of number of monosaccharides, and these monosaccharides are joined by the process of polymerization. Now we will study the types of polysaccharides. The first type of polysaccharide is called as starch. Now this starch is stored as food in the plants. So during the process of photosynthesis, the food material produced is stored in the plants in the form of starch. Now you know that photosynthesis is a process in which green plants produce their own food material with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and it occurs with the help of chlorophyll. So during the process of photosynthesis, the food material produced is stored in the form of starch inside the plant. Then starch occurs in two forms. The first one is amylose and the second one is amylopectin. Now amylose is unbranched polymer of alpha glucose. Now you know that polysaccharides are formed by the process of polymerization in which monosaccharides come together to form polysaccharides. So amylose is a polysaccharide which is unbranched. Now it is called as unbranched polymer. Polymer means monomers come together to form polymers, and these unbranched polymers of alpha glucose are found in amylose. Then the molecules of amylose coil and form a helical structure. Similarly, when amylose is added to hot water, it is present in the form of particles, and this suspension is called as colloidal suspension. Then the second type of starch is called as amylopectin. Amylopectin is a branched polymer of alpha glucose and it is soluble in water. So, amylose is unbranched polymer of alpha glucose, while amylopectin is branched polymer of alpha glucose. So, starch is the first type of polysaccharide. Now, the second type of polysaccharide is called as glycogen, and glycogen is stored in the animal body. Now, glycogen is a amylopectin with short distances between the branching side chains. Now, glycogen is stored in the liver and muscles of the animals. Now, when glucose is needed by the animals, the glycogen is hydrolyzed to produce glucose. So, glucose is used as an energy source by the animals, and whenever glucose is needed by the animals, this glycogen is hydrolyzed and converted into glucose and used as a source of energy. So, glycogen is the second type of polysaccharide. Now, the third type of polysaccharide is called as cellulose. Now, cellulose is present in the cell wall of plant cells. Then, cellulose is a polymer and it is made from beta glucose molecules. Then, the polymer molecules are straight. Now, you know the meaning of polymer. Polymers are produced from monomers. So, cellulose contains polymer molecules which are straight. Then, cellulose is tougher than cell membranes. Now, you know that plant cell consists of cell wall, and inner to the cell wall, cell membrane is present. So, the cell wall is tougher than cell membranes due to the presence of cellulose. Then, the arrangement of glucose units in the polymer chain and hydrogen bonding between the neighboring chains gives the toughness to the cellulose. So, cellulose is one of the important constituent present in plant cell wall, and it gives a rigidness or toughness to the plant cell wall. Now, we will learn regarding the biological significance of carbohydrates. So, carbohydrate supply energy for metabolism. Now, you know that the process of metabolism occurs in plants as well as animals. Metabolism includes anabolism and catabolism. So, for metabolism, energy is essential and this energy is supplied by carbohydrates. Then glucose. Now, you know that glucose is a type of monosaccharide. So, glucose is the main substrate for ATP synthesis. That means from glucose ATP is obtained. Now, the meaning of substrate is that substrate is a substance on which the enzyme acts. So, glucose is one of the important substrate for the synthesis of ATP molecules. Now, you know that ATP means adenosine triphosphate, and from these ATP molecules organisms get energy. Then lactose, a type of disaccharide, provides energy to feeding babies through milk. So, you know that lactose is present in the milk and it provides energy for the feeding babies. Then starch and glycogen act as a reserve food. Now, starch and glycogens are the types of polysaccharides, and starch is present as reserve food in plants while glycogen is present as reserve food in animals. So whenever plants require energy, they use starch, and whenever animals require energy, they used as glycogen, which are stored as reserve foods. Then cellulose is a structural component of cell wall. Now you know that cell wall in plant is made up of cellulose, which gives toughness to the cell wall in plant cells. So here we have seen regarding the third type of carbohydrate, that is polysaccharide.